in on analytics as it relates to the various social media challenges or different channels out there, and kind of go right into some case studies. One of the things, just to kind of carry on from what I previously had done, talked about with surveillance analytics is, I don't know, I live in Huntington Beach, and this past week we had a very interesting situation that really kind of came close to home, so to speak. And it was really, what was happening was that the New York Police, an investigative unit, was monitoring and got wind of a post on social media about a team that had posted that said he was going to do some damage to the U.S. Open. Well, at the time, the U.S. Tennis Open was going on in New York, but in Huntington Beach, the U.S. Surf Open was going on. Well, further investigation into that, they realized it was the U.S. Surf Open in Huntington Beach. They alerted book authorities who basically traced down the particular team. It was a minor, and they basically went to the house and confiscated some weapons and took them into custody. So, interesting situation on how social media was brought into surveillance and understanding, how to keep the city safe from that perspective. I'll also talk about some of the other fun stuff. It's hard to follow the harassment team because that's pretty sensitive stuff. So really, what we're all about for social media analytics is gaining real-time insights. This is a tremendous channel out there. How many years ago we didn't even have access to this kind of information? Where we're at right now is that social media, this human information is coming at us at an incredible volume and velocity that's unbelievable. You can see here, every 60 seconds you've got 98,000 tweets, and the list goes on and on through Facebook and all the way down to mobile texting and so on. And what we're finding is that there's tremendous business value in this type of information. So how do we harness that? And when we do harness it, what do we derive from that? Where's the business value? How do we apply this to real-time, action items that can either benefit the city from a safety perspective or from a revenue perspective? Anaheim is, Huntington Beach is on a small scale tourism piece of it versus Anaheim. You guys are huge with all your different entertainment venues and so on. But that's a huge revenue maker for Anaheim as well. And it's all tied together, and social media combined with a lot of the other solutions and use cases that we talked about today are really intertwined. So when you take a look at social media, what does it really mean? Well, what it means is it's a key channel for engagement. Now, you can say from a business that's making profits that it's customer engagement. We have a lot of voice of the customer, a lot of different things where we can go in and look at reviews on Amazon, make sense of those, and understand, hey, what's going on? What's the sentiment on that? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it neutral? How can we revamp some of our offerings or our customer service programs? But from a city perspective, how do we engage the community? How do we engage them from whether we're promoting tourism, we're promoting safety? We want the community to let us know if they're seeing, hearing things that are concerning to us. So there's a variety of different ways that you can look at this, and I look at it from the city perspective as it's really the community engagement with all the other entities. Really, social media allows you to understand who are the influencers out there, who are the trendsetters. Cliff just mentioned, okay, the city council meeting, the first couple people, we've got this on the public channel, I'm sure Anaheim does too, but it's always the first couple of people that are going to the city and they've got to gripe about something. Well, is that what everybody feels, or is it just a subset of that? How do we measure that? And this could definitely be one of those channels that we can use. Sentiment, interesting situation. I have a friend of mine, actually a colleague, that he's traveled so much. His status with American Airlines is just off the chart. It was interesting. I was working a show with him, and he basically had a connection from Los Angeles to Dallas, and then Dallas up to Chicago, typical hub for American. And he actually tweeted. He's a big tweeter. He's one of our big data, subject matter experts and such. And he basically tweeted and said, "Hey, the service from LA to Orange County was inconsistent." And then he had, his status is such, American Airlines actually uses our technology. They basically, by the time he landed in Chicago, they were able to look at that tweet and understand and then the subsequent tweet from Dallas to Chicago, they were able to derive that, hey, first of all, they knew his status because they had all the information on him. So he was obviously one of their top-tiered flyers. They wanted to make him happy. But they were able to understand conceptually in that tweet what he was getting at. He wasn't negative, but he wasn't positive, and they needed to make amends on that. And by the time he landed, they had a voucher ready for him at a restaurant. Very interesting situation. This is happening all the time out there. So that sentiment analysis is really key. Might sound kind of goofy, and you might see on Facebook and some of the other things, positive, negative. When you go out on Yelp, I mean, Yelp's kind of a funny one. It's like, how many people really go out and rave about a restaurant? It's usually the ones that had that poor service that they're going to rave about it, right? But nonetheless, it's important, and it's important for that restaurant to understand that as well. So hot breaking topics. These are some interesting things. We're dealing with a lot of broadcast media. I'm dealing with a transportation company right now, which is really kind of an interesting opportunity for me. They have a lot of business in South Africa. A lot of turmoil going on down there. Their whole piece of it is they want to monitor fees to understand with their employees whether they send them in from a transportation perspective, a logistics company, whether they send them into parts of that country or they hold off and just, cancel that business for that time being. Very interesting way of doing business and looking ahead and understanding. Do we go there? Do we not go there? And that's just a matter of monitoring broadcast media, understanding the sentiment analysis out there, understanding what's going on there, and it's all intertwined in that social media piece of it. And once again, social media turning it into a business advantage. You take a look at the tourism for Anaheim, the Erasmus, which is such sexy technology. You take a look at social media, people that are posting about the happiest place on earth, their experience there, where they stayed. I mean, it's a revenue model for the city of Anaheim. There's a lot of revenue that comes to the city because of tourism, but you also have to keep the city safe. So just to kind of give you a little more of a thing, we talked about volume and velocity, but here is the real key point of data, and that's the variety of that information. And this variety is very complex because it's hard to understand. The information is across multiple formats, channels, and so on, but it's also extremely dynamic. And it's complicated because it is that human element. It's not straightforward, structured database, so to speak. And it used to be that yesteryear, we would look at like a keyword search, and that was sufficient. Well, it's not sufficient because not everything has the same meaning. If you take a look at this example, you look at the word apple. Okay, did grandma make an apple pie that you're gonna eat? Is it the fruit? Is it the fruit apple? Is it the Apple iPhone, iPad? Or is it Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter who is goofily named Apple? Okay, but I mean, once again, you've got three different meanings of that term. So when you're looking at information, how do you know what it is? And this is true across the board. You need to be able to understand the language it's in. You need to be able to understand the concept and the context with it. And that's where we come into play on some of these things. So I'll kind of go into, okay, how do we do this in terms of, addressing volume, velocity, variety, and most importantly, complexity. Well, first of all, you've got to gather that information. You've got to prepare it. You've got to listen to it. You've got to basically normalize some of that data. And from that point on, you need to be able to enrich it. And when I say enrich it, take that data, understand the language, maybe the gender. So you're taking all those different formats, those different channels, and now you're applying, the tools of the trade, so to speak, to enrich that data to give you the most meaning and value from it as possible. And then once you have it normalized and enriched, then you're going to start to look at the context from within, okay? And then understand conceptually, what does this mean to me? And at the end of the day, all this really means is you want to be able to engage with that data. So you want to be able to make a business, you get the business value out of that data for whatever it may be. Maybe it's a safety issue, maybe it's a revenue source, and so on. This is what it's all about. Social media is a tremendous channel, and it's really interesting today how very few people are actually looking at magazines, newspapers. Everything's online today, and it's in a variety of formats. So really, Are there, different areas where conceptually they have some matches, but they take on a detour of their own? This is where we have the ability to analyze this information and to be able to give you in real time that information and what it potentially might mean to you. And this varies across the board, and I've got a demo back there if anyone would like to either check it out from that perspective. But